Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Purna Sindhu, Dinabandhu, Jagatpade, Gopisha, Gopi Kanta, Radha. Movement is now 40 years old. You see all the pujaris doing all these called mudras. This is what? Matsya, and you purify with mudras, and to be able to do the one of the cow's udder is a little bit tricky. It's a funny way you do that. Anyway, you make a cow's udder and go like this, and all they're called mudras, right? Now you see in this temple's pujaris doing all this stuff, doing all this elaborate archmans and everything. But it says that these things push Krishna far away. These mudras and things, it's actually mentioned in Bhakti Shastra, that this level actually distances you from Krishna. He's more anxious to see you mess up and miss the water on your hand than he is doing all this fancy. So it says that when a devotee enters Raganuga, he stops doing all this stuff. Well, that's how Prabhupada began the movement. He didn't give all this fancy stuff that you have to do, you see. Mm-hmm. But as they've progressed for 50 years, now they all do all this fancy stuff. So where's the Raganuga? They haven't even caught this little point. And some even surrendered to the idea, Prabhupada didn't teach Raganuga Bhakti. Mm-hmm. Now I'll tell you this one. Govinda Maharaj, the disciple of Srila Maharaj, vast experience, knowing Prabhupada quite well throughout his life as a child, even living in Prabhupada's house as a runaway 16-year-old boy, living in Prabhupada, hiding from his family. They said, someone came to him, I think Sagar or someone came in. They say Swami Maharaj didn't teach Raganuga. Raganuga means spontaneous love. Mm-hmm. He didn't teach Raganuga Bhakti. Govinda Maharaj's comment, bullshit. Bullshit. Very American. Nonsense. Because they don't know what Raganuga is. They've actually were handed Raganuga Bhakti and threw it away and have adopted all this other funny duty stuff, howdy doody. And they actually don't have Raganuga Bhakti or know about it properly. And the ones that do are more like Sahajis. Writing books, creating Krishna Lila. Creating Krishna Lila. Writing books. Radha Krishna did this, Krishna said this, Radha said that, they went here, they did this, the gopis, all this stuff. Thick books like this, publishing them, distributing them. What is this? Now, you'll find the books of the Goswamis writing about Radha and Krishna. Krishna said this, Radha said that, da-da-da-da. Prabhupada said, yes, those people came from there. They know what they said. They know what they did because they came from there. That's Rupa Goswami, Sanatana. People like Bilva Mangala Thakur, Krishna revealed his Leela to him, and Bilva Mangala, who was blind, then could see Krishna Leela and recorded all this. Yes, but this other fellow, Shivaram, his name is Shivaram, he just invents this stuff. And when someone says, wait a minute, you just invented this, he goes, yeah, but I invented this just like Bhaktivinoda invented the Jaiva Dharma. None of it really happened, but the knowledge is there. It's like, beep, wrong answer. Get out of here. Bhaktivinoda didn't invent Jaiva Dharma. In the opinion of Sridhar Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta, and others, these stories of Jaiva Dharma, they happened. And he's bringing it from that place, that plane. He's bringing that story. So, inventing Krishna Leela. Prabhupada said, don't add anything. Don't invent anything. And now you're inventing whole Leela. And then you have your parampara, you have your 1,000 disciples or 2,000 disciples. And then you're gone and they're there and your book's there. Guess what? Sahajiyas. Nonsense. And people will then quote that as Shastra and this and that. And it's like, what are you talking about? What is this nonsense? Well, plenty to talk about, but that will not bring realization. There are such things as dramas, plays, and stuff like this of Krishna Leela. What is it called? Sadarana Karani, what's it called? The Sanskrit, I mentioned it in one of the books. You see the drama of Krishna and it invokes a particular sentiment, a particular bhava. Sadarana Karana, yeah. That's true. But that very, very strictly follows the Shastra. It's not some invented play that invokes that love for Krishna. It's a very, 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 very strict thing. And even that is, in this stage, is to be avoided. Because one, it cannot be played properly. Two, the people cannot understand it properly. Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Roy, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and others, they used to watch such dramas. Highest devotees watching the most, controlled, you might say, and presentation in the form of drama and evoking from them. But the common people, they just become sahajis. There were these people, they were from a classic dance troupe in Orissa. It's called Oriya dance and drama. And they came to Prabhupada when he was in Puri and asked his blessing to do a drama on Krishna Lila. And he said, I'm sorry, I cannot give you the blessing. No. You can look this up in the folio, and Prabhupada says no about 50 times. No, no, no. They ask it, no, 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 no. I think in that 45-minute interview they had, he says no about 50 times. Like, how many times do I have to say it? No, right? So then they went, okay, well, he's saying people will misunderstand. It just breeds Sahajism. They will not understand. It is too high. So then they said, oh, okay, all right, we'll do a drama of Mother Yasoda and Krishna. And he said, no. They will also misunderstand that. He said, you want to do a drama? Do Bhagavad Gita, Kurukshetra. Krishna's preaching, you're not the body. Never was a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor will we ever cease to be, and all about karma and do's and don'ts and demoniac nature, divine nature. You want to do a drama? Do Bhagavad Gita. And they were like, oh, that's too dry. And they went away and did nothing. But that's in the folio. You can look that up. People will misunderstand. So we need to keep things simple. Of course, dramas can be a little better than Big Fish, Little Fish. You probably saw that one growing up, right? A little bit better than that. That's also misleading. Big Fish, Little Fish. You know the Big Fish, Little Fish drama? No. Before your time. It was a Sunday drama they would do that demonstrated how we fell from the spiritual world. There was a big fish, and then all the little fish, but then another fish swam by, and then we left the school, and we got caught by the fishermen or something. It's like, what the hell? Who invented that? It's called Big Fish, Little Fish.
In Mexico, they translated pechín y pechón.
Pechín y pechón. So then finally, says, oh, they have fish at that temple. That's not bad. I like fish. They serve fish. We started off as fish. What? So, what I had suggested at some particular point over in Guanajuato years back, and street drama. If you can figure out a street drama is very popular. And if you had a street drama crew of 6 or 8 people who could actually put together dramas with a spiritual knowledge or something like that, what a place. That place is so ripe. I mean, they have these clowns that come out, and hundreds of people sit on the steps of the theater, right down. And these clowns, I mean, I can't believe they don't throw rocks at these clowns. These clowns are so pathetic. But I thought, wow, these people are easily entertained. I mean, the clowns are bad. But the people just applaud them and give money in their hat and laugh their asses off, And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, Be a great place for street drama, but to put all that together, is very difficult. The best one ever done, and even they lost the plot and they blew it. It was called The Age of Kali. And they got this street drama down so good, they decided to shoot for Broadway in New York. And they spent 2 years rehearsing, and in the end the whole thing just faded out. But it was so good. You can maybe see YouTube videos on the original, The Age of Kali. Oh, they really did it good, you know. They had Kali come on stage. My name is Kali. This is my age. And I'm going to do you. And he had a black cave and the smoke coming out. It was like, woo! You know, it was really good because it wasn't like Krishna, Leela, and Bob. It was like, we're in the age of Kali. And Kali will do us in. He's out for our blood. You know, our head on a stick. You know, they're really dramatized. And there you can dramatize, right? But I don't know, that Bhakti Swami, he picked it up and he made a movie. They spent $1 million making a movie. $1 million. That's nothing for movies, but that's a lot of money. Anyway, that was so bad that on a rainy day in Vermont in 2001, a rainy day, over at Jayadeva's house were all the kids. Rajikishore, Bhakti Priya, Kirtan. They were all like, Kirtan was a little older, but in Jayananda, but they were all these kids. They were kids' age, you know, playing Monopoly, playing board games. So I had 2 of these films, which I thought, well, maybe the kids will watch this stuff. So I took it over there, and I gave them to the kids there. I said, you guys watch these, you might like enjoy this. Kids, you know. A couple of days later, I go over, the videos are sitting there on the table. So I asked Braja Kishore, I said, oh, did you kids watch the videos? He goes, we tried, but they were really bad. I mean, even kids on a rainy day couldn't like, you know, get into it. I mean, really, $1 million, totally was. They showed it to, you know, Doordarshan or the TV networks in India, and the TV networks told them, if you want us to play this, you have to pay us. They wouldn't even show it. They made the movie show this, 100 parts. 100 parts, not a movie, 100 parts. You know, total waste, total. And misleading because in there, I gotta get that one. I just gotta find that video. They're doing the part where Prabhupada arrives in America. I don't know, it's number 20 or whatever. He's grown up, he's come to the West, and he's walking. And Kali, he's off the boat, he's walking on the harbor. And Kali emerges from the shadows and tries to chase Prabhupada away. That this is my land. You know, they're like dramatizing, right? Well, instead of saying, I have the order of my guru and I'm here to spread Lord Chaitanya, something like, okay, dramatizing, but, you know, no, a light comes out of Prabhupada's head and burns Kali. Who disappears back into the shadows. A frickin' light comes out of his head. It's just like, oh yeah. And in 100 years from now in Bengal, Swami Prabhupada went to USA, he given third eye Shakti. Complete destroy Kali. Yeah. George, but not this young one. Old senior, but #1 follower of Prabhupada. And the deity of Prabhupada in Mayapur, his head is about this. It's a deity, if he stood up, he'd be about 10 foot tall. The Bengalis are going to say, Prabhupada, big man. He go to USA, crack head like coconut. No one defeat Prabhupada, very big. Look, how big, you know. It's just like, they got nothing together. Big is best. No, it isn't. He was about your size. What size shoe do you wear? About 8.
5.
Huh?
I mean...
In American size 8.
8, yeah, 8.
Yeah, it was about your size. Not Jayadeva's size. And then in the movie of Prabhupada, the actor that they got, he was 6'1". He was as tall as Jayadeva. It's just like, what image are you giving to the people? Magic from his head, big giant deities, all this stuff. Their Prabhupada and my Prabhupada, they're not even in the same book. What to speak of same page. So much misrepresentation of Srila Prabhupada, both in his teaching and in his person. It's really terrible to see.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Purna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpade Gopisha Gopi Kanta Radha